champion at the Woodhull Raceway, where he is once again currently the point leader. He's in the Two Rivers Timber, number 13 BVP, Billy Van Pelt. Outside of him, he was the winner of the 200 we held last year at the Port Royal Speedway, currently winning this year at Ransomville and Maryville Speedway. Currently, he has a win this year with us at Port Royal in the spring, driving the Barron's Performance Warehouse number 3. It's Money Matt Williamson. Fourth row to the inside, driving the Algonquin Motel Dirt Track Digest TV number 6H from Otago, New York, J.R. Hurlbert. And alongside of him, driving out of Neshannock Station, New Jersey, a winner at Bridgeport Motorsports Park this season. In the Ace Materials, number 6, Matty Ice, Matt Stengel. The final starting spot, Penn Can Speedway regular, driving the 17D. That's the Terry Illig Recycling 17D of Mike Loney. That is the starting grid for Heat number 1. Heat 1, let's bring them up. Heat 1. Heat 2, let's pre-stage now, please.
Cars are now rolling out for our first 10-lap qualifier, 2 to redraw, 4 to make it into the big show here. And Jeff, I'll tell you what, I think just about every dirt modified racetrack throughout the Northeast region has gotten some kind of plug here tonight, thanks to what these guys have brought to Bloomsburg.
You are absolutely right. An all-star show tonight here at the Bloomsburg Fair Raceway.
It's amazing. This is history in the making here. We saw that last month in June when we were here with the USAC sprint cars, with the ULMS late models racing for the first time on this brand spanking new 3/8 mile speedway. And now for the very first time, the racing history goes all the way back to 1922, but never before has there been modified stock cars to compete here on the grounds of the Bloomsburg Fair.
Well, we had Kevin Thomas Jr. in the sprints and Max Blair in the late models etch their name into the record books. Who will be the ones tonight to etch their name into history?
This is a wide open field here. Walking through the pits, Jeff, and I think you could attest to this, you're just looking, hey, look who's here, this guy, that guy. It's just anybody's race here tonight, and it's going to be that way, I think, right down to the checkered flag.
Current point leaders at various speedways, former track champions at various speedways. It's a who's who tonight.
Yeah, and you know what? If you don't get to the big races at the end of the year, be it Super Dirt Week, be it the championships with the Short Track Super Series, I don't care what. You're here at Bloomsburg here tonight. This is a great taste of having it all here on the same plate.
So here we go. This will be a 10-lap qualifying event. 4 will qualify, 2 to the redraw. 4 qualify, 2 to the redraw.
I almost think that the qualifying here tonight is going to have its own level of intensity just before the feature even takes place here. 4 to qualify. There's 45 cars here with this division tonight. I think the consies are probably going to be worth the price of admission to get in here tonight to watch what we're going to be seeing here tonight. So the Bob Hilbert Sportswear Short Track Super Series fueled by Sunoco. The battle at Bloomsburg first round qualifier is about to get underway. Andy Bicchetti, Frank Cozy, Kyle Weiss, the Diamond Cutter, Dwayne Howard, Billy Van Pelt, Matt Williamson, J.R. Hurlbert, Matt Stengel, Mike Loney. Unbelievable.
Just look at the feature wins and track championships out there. Bicchetti, Cozy, Howard, Williamson, Van Pelt. Unbelievable.
And this is only the first heat race. It's going to be like that throughout the night, and that includes the sportsmen. Pace truck driver is John Snyder. He's going off this time by
Joe Chris is your official starter with the Short Track Super Series. He'll look him over. The Sunoco starting zone is those banners down in turn 4.
If you are here for the first time, hold on to the edge of your seats. We're going dirt modified racing history about to get underway here at the Bloomsburg Fair Raceway. Andy Bicchetti will lead the pack into turns 1 and 2 as everyone shuffles and dices their way for position.
Heading down the back straightaway now. Cozy's in second spot. Here's BVP Van Pelt now battling side by side for 4th.
You know that all race teams watching from the pit, their eyes are on this first group of qualifiers to get that feel. What is this racetrack going to do? So far, everybody's getting a nice handle on things.
Down the back straightaway now. Kyle Weiss is third, Van Pelt fourth. Here comes Money Matt Williamson on the outside looking for the fifth spot.
Becchetti completes the lap, still out in front. While everyone else is just kind of feeling themselves out there. We got the number 3 car on the back straightaway trying to make some headway. Matt Williamson going side by side with the 13 of Van Pelt.
They're still side by side, working off the corner. Van Pelt on the inside, Matt Williamson on the outside into the turn, battling now for that last qualifying spot.
And they got their sights set on Kyle Weiss. As a matter of fact, it looks like that 3 car is kicking in the afterburners. Williamson coming on strong on the outside line.
Williamson now not happy with a qualifying spot. He wants more. Moving in on Kyle Weiss. Williamson, Weiss, Van Pelt, then Dwayne Howard battling through the corners.
Only 2 cars will redraw. They're coming up on the halfway mark, and those first 2 cars have it going on right now. It's Becchetti in the 4, and the 401, the veteran Frank Cozy.
Side by side, Williamson and the 21 of Kyle Weiss. Money Matt on the outside will take third with the 3. Weiss is fourth, Van Pelt is fifth, then Dwayne Howard.
Jeff, we've only turned a couple of laps officially here, but I think this guy right here, Matt Williamson, he's starting to get this Bloomsburg track figured out. Even though he's taking it high on the corners there, boy, he is really rambling around this 3/8 mile.
Here they come off the corner down the straightaway. It remains the 4 of Andy Becchetti leading the way. Frank Cozy trying to catch him. Cozy, the savvy veteran, unable to catch Becchetti.
Kyle Weiss in that final qualifying position. He's in a steady spot right now with the 2 to go signal coming up this time by. And it's Andy Becchetti who has been out front since the drop of the green.
Williamson is third. Weiss is fourth. Van Pelt fifth, followed by Howard, Stangl, J.R. Hurlbert, and Mike Loney. It is still Becchetti leading the way with 1 lap to go.
Final time by in heat race number 1. Andy Becchetti, Frank Cozy 1 and 2. And the real hard charging Matt Williamson in that 3rd position. The final qualifying spot right now in Kyle Weiss's hands.
Checkered flag on heat number 1, the first ever modified race at Bloomsburg. The checker will fall to Andy Becchetti, followed by Cozy. Williamson will get third, and Kyle Weiss will get the number 4 spot. 50 behind Weiss, we've got Van Pelt, Howard, Stangl, Hurlbert, and Mike Loney. Don't forget, Flow Racing TV putting up $50 to all of our heat winners tonight. So a $50 heat race victory goes to the 4 of Andy Becchetti. The 401 Frank Cozy second, the 3 Matt Williamson third, and fourth to the 21K of Kyle Weiss.
And also thanks to Hartman Motor Company of Millville putting up the Hard Charger Award at the end of each of the 2 features here tonight with a $150 bonus going to them.
All right, here's the lineup for heat number 2. Pole position, driving the B&T Tools number 112, Cale Ross. And outside of him, driving car number 28, that's a Quality Forest Products entry of Mike Troutshold.
Row number 2 on the inside, driving the 1 car, Tyler Dipple. On the outside of him, another of the veteran campaigners who is one to keep your eyes on here tonight. The number 91 is Billy Decker.
Row number 3 on the inside, driving in the Superior Remodeling 44 will be Anthony Perego, one of your co-point leaders, and alongside of him, the Stafersky Paving number 9, Brett Tonkin.
Starting 7th, the 97T of Danny Tyler, and alongside him in the Ringo's Rocket 9G, Ryan Godown.
And the final starting spot in heat number 2 will be the Norm Hansel Norm Save Station Auto and Truck Repair 357 from Mooresville, North Carolina. Mad Max McLaughlin.
Max McLaughlin not only racing this year and the last couple years on the dirt modified scene, but you could see him in NASCAR. He's also run on the NASCAR Wayland Modified Tour this year, so an extremely versatile driver out there in Max McLaughlin that we have him here tonight at Bloomsburg.
Nine cars, heat number 2. 4 more to qualify. Here they come.
Cale Ross, Tyler Dipple going 1-2. The yellow is out.
No start. As we say on the series, Joe says no. Joe says no, no start.
So we'll reset them. We'll try it again one more time. Cale Ross didn't waste any time there, Jeff, did he? We saw him just immediately charge from that pole position. And obviously, I think at the new territory here at Bloomsburg, a neutral track, nobody ever being here before, you get the luck of starting up front like that. Go for it.
Absolutely. He's a New Egypt regular. Mike Troutsholt, an Outlaw Speedway regular alongside. Cale was with us at Florida this year at Bubba Raceway for the Sunshine Swing, so he's run on the series before. Here we go, take two.
2x2 lined up nicely, coming through turns 3 and 4, anticipating the green flag. Watch for your chief starter. Looks like it's a go.
Motoring to the turn, Dipple, Troutsholt battle each other. Here comes Perego, and we've got one glancing off the wall.
Anthony Perego giving up third position down the back straightaway, but still in a qualifying spot as lap number 1 goes into the books with Cale Ross out in front.
Side-by-side battle, Perego battling Troutsholt into the turn, followed by Billy Decker, then Tyler, followed by the 357.
We got one going slow through 1 and 2.
Gonna take the lap and go yellow, Cale Ross leading, but we got Ryan Godown in trouble. Ryan Godown clipped the wall in turn number 1. Ryan Godown is a teammate tonight with the 9 car to Brett Tonkin. Godown clipped the wall going into turn number 1 on the initial start. After effects being felt now, he stopped right out the yellow.
You can see some of the damage on the right rear of that number 9 car of Ryan Godown. And clearly one of the many favorites coming in here tonight to take that elusive checkered flag and put their name into the record books here as a Bloomsburg Fair first-time winner in a modified.
Brett Tonkin out there in the 9 right now in the back row. Last year Penn Can champion, currently running at Afton this season where he's also a former champion. All right, getting a courtesy lap here. We give courtesy laps if it is a tire issue. So we've got Ross and Dipple, row 1. Troutsholt is the inside of the second row with Anthony Perego. Anthony, co-point leader here with Matt Shepard. Anthony, one of our 4 winners. Stuart Friesen, Steve Payne, Anthony Perego, Matt Shepard, winners of the first 4 races in the Hurlock-Ottawa Speed North region this season. Winning the race at Accord.
So Ross and Dipple are going to bring them back to the green here with Ross leading. Tyler Dipple started on the inside of the second row. Mike Troutsholt on the 28 lines up in third position. On the outside of him, Anthony Perego in the 44P.
Yeah, it's been a busy year. We started in January at Bubba's. We had Eric Rudolph, Stuart Friesen, and Mike Guler winning the 3 Bubba's races. Georgetown, Matt Shepard. Selinsgrove, Andy Bicchetti. Port Royal, Matt Williamson. Delaware International, Stuart Friesen. Accord, Anthony Perego. Outlaw, Steve Payne. New Egypt, the South Region race, Anthony Perego. Penn Can, Matt Shepard. And most recently, July 4th at Fonda, was Stuart Friesen, his series-leading 29th career win.
This is an impressive series, crisscrossing all around the Northeast region, down south, everywhere you guys get around. And obviously, the results speak for themselves with the number of drivers that came out here tonight to support the Short Track Super Series inaugural event at Bloomsburg.
Godown's back out. He tags the back. We're ready to go.
Looks like Perego going to find himself in third position, but going to call that back. Actually, I think there was some question marks on that. So
again, there's banners at 2 locations over there in the 4th turn. That is the Sunoco starting zone. Banners are on the outside fence. You got to go in the zone. Original starts are at the second set of banners. Restarts are anywhere in the zone. Leader has lane choice, inside or outside, and leader has choice of when he fires. A little bit of cat and mouse in modified racing, right?
just a little. Just a little.
That sometimes is the fun part. Unless you're officiating.
I'm not sure which is better on that end there. Do you want to be the driver, the guy out there fishing, or officiating? I don't know.
Ross and Dipple, here they come. Back to green.
4, 3, 4 wide. How about that? They're not wasting any time on getting a feel for this racetrack. Decker looking inside to pick up some positions. He'll move right into a qualifying spot in the process.
Wow, Anthony Parego's up the second spot now as they head into the turn. Parego's second, Trout Scholl is third. Now Billy Decker's in fourth spot, and Dipple got shuffled back to fifth.
Max McLaughlin smacked the wall on that last lap in 1 and 2, so he's at the back end of the field. He's got some work cut out for him as the leaders come by, completing lap number 4.
Into the turn, Decker now battling Trout Scholl. Then we've got Dipple, Tyler. Dipple looks like he's broken. Everybody's scattering Dipple, trying to get to the infield.
They were trying to split him down the second turn, halfway out. And a car is stopped on the back straightaway. They'll bring out the yellow for this one here. Tyler Dipple.
Second caution in this qualifying event for a broken race car. The 9 of Go Down broke. He was able to pit and rejoin. Now Dipple, you can see him slow between the corners. Something broke. He brings out the caution. 5 laps completed, 5 laps remaining. Cale Ross leading the way, the B&T Tools. Linex number 112, the Superior Remodeling 44, Anthony Parego next in line. Anthony Parego in Short Track Super Series history, third on the list. Rear end problems on the 1 of Dipple. The cover off the rear end gearing, not good for Dipple. Anthony Parego third on the all-time list with 35 top 5 finishes for the 40 driver of the 44. Here we go.
So Cale Ross now still out in front, but we've got a good challenge for the lead, side by side. Anthony Parego takes him down the back straightaway and steps out front.
3 wide mid-pack battling for fourth. Max McLaughlin's on the inside. He gets by Tyler. He goes by Trout Scholl. He's now in fourth.
That's the first official pass for the lead here at Bloomsburg with the modifieds, and that went to the 44 of Parego.
Parego now still being challenged by the 112 Cale Ross. Ross and Parego are side by side. Anthony's in front.
We got a real barn burner going on here as we're coming up on the final laps of this second qualifier. And these guys are going at it neck and neck down the back straightaway. Back in third position, the 91, Billy Decker.
Decker's in third. McLaughlin from the back of the pack is now in fourth spot. Just 2 laps to go, and the battle continues for the lead.
Max McLaughlin has done a nice job of coming up through the pack, and now he's in a qualifying position. And once again, that 44 car on the top side of the racetrack, fighting for position. Parego trying to get this one.
He now tries to move it down a little bit and block off. Whoa! Here comes McLaughlin. He'll take the inside lane and move by Decker. Cale Ross not giving up on the number 1 spot.
Unbelievable racing going on here as the checkered flag is coming out this time by. We've got Parego. He is going to score this one. Cale Ross will get second. The 357, McLaughlin and Decker in the 91 will all make it into tonight's big 50-lap main event.
What a battle for those top spots. How about it? Give him a hand. That was a good one. The 44, Anthony Parego winning. The second spot, the 112, Cale Ross. They were going at it hard. Third from last, the 357, Max McLaughlin. And fourth spot, the 91 of Billy Decker. Lineup for heat race number 3. Pole position. Driving in the Premio Foods number 81. Out of Milford, New Jersey, Billy Osmond III. And starting alongside of him, driving in the Amwell Auto Body number 29, will be Ryan Cratchin.
In the 14W, starting on the inside of the second row, Ryan Watt, and next to him, Skylar Sheriff in the 33S.
Third row on the inside, driving the Handsome Devil Catering number 51, former champion at Orange County and Accord Speedways, Jerry Higbee Jr. And alongside of him, driving in the Empty Tree Service Phillips Garage number 96, the kid's kid, Billy Pouch Jr.
In the 7th starting position on the inside, the number 30 CVD Craig Von Dorn, and next to him Eric Rudolph in the 25.
And starting in the final starting position, he has more wins than anyone in Short Track Super Series history. He's got 8 wins this year at the Fonda Speedway in the Hallmark 44, Stuart Friesen.
Hey, race fans, currently the 50-50 is up to $874. Currently, the 50-50 is $874, so tickets are still available. Get yours now. Jeff, we have another loaded for Bearfield here in qualifier number 3, and I'll tell you what, you look through this one here, the names are just giving you chills as we prepare for the green on this one.
4 to qualify, 2 to the redraw. Heat number 3, $50 to the winner from Flow Racing TV.
The primo number 81, that's Osum with the early race lead. There's Ryan Krachin on the top side, darting down off of turn number 2, and he'll be in second spot.
Motoring to the turn, Eric Rudolph going upstairs. He gets by Friesen, goes by Higbee. He goes by Skylar Sheriff, and he's now going by Ryan Watt. 4th spot for Eric Rudolph.
Billy Pouch Jr. looking to the inside of Krachin as they battle down the back straightaway for the 3rd spot. Out in front, the 81, Osum has this one going in his direction for the time being.
Off the corner, Stuart Friesen now getting by the 14 of Ryan Watt. Craig Von Doren behind him. Skylar Sheriff glancing off the home stretch wall the last time, rolling to a stop in turn number 4 to bring out the yellow. Skylar Sheriff, the 33S, down there in the turn. Skylar out of Auburn, Pennsylvania, and the DBR Industrial Services 33S. So Billy Osmond III and Ryan Krachin, 2 Bridgeport Motorsports Park regulars in the front row. Billy Pouch Jr., he's a regular at the New Egypt Speedway. He's got 4 wins there already. Big Diamond win this year as well. Eric Rudolph, he's been winning all over the place, including back in his home territory, Ransomville, Land of Legends. Then we got Stuart Friesen. He started last. He's already up to 5th. Ryan Watt alongside Craig Von Doren, Jerry Higbee Jr. Look at the feature wins and
unbelievable championship. Craig Von Doren just won his 99th career race at Big Diamond Speedway. One more to become the first ever driver to hit that century mark. We're going back green this time.
Charging back to green into the turn. Osmond maintains the lead. Krachin then Pouch.
Side by side for the final qualifying spot. That's Friesen on the inside with the 25 next to him, Eric Rudolph.
Rudolph trying to hold off Friesen and go after Billy Pouch Jr. into the turn. Pouch, Rudolph, Friesen, then Von Doren and Ryan Watt down the back straightaway. Now Pouch goes after Krachin for 2nd.
Pouch has no other choice but to work the inside line, while Rudolph likewise keeping that same advancement. Now he slips up high, almost 3 wide coming off that corner.
Wow, Friesen tried the high side on Rudolph, then he tried the inside on Rudolph. Rudolph holds him off. Now Von Doren throws his hat into the ring.
They are just going every which way through these turns, inside, outside, trying to get that handle. No one better than Billy Osum right now, as he is out in front by about 4 car lengths.
And we're only halfway through this heat race. Down the back they go. We've got Krachin battling Pouch for 2nd. Rudolph battling Friesen for the last qualifying position.
Billy Pouch Jr. trying everything, digging deep to get by that 29 car of Krachin. These 2 guys are also stars on Friday nights at Big Diamond Speedway. We got the 51 pulling off. That's Jerry Higbee. Racing action is still green.
Friesen again trying the top lane now, and Eric Rudolph out of the corner. Rudolph and Friesen battling down the straightaway. Friesen can't get by. Pouch still putting the pressure on Krachin and Billy Osmond, continuing to lead the way.
Friesen is just absolutely switching lanes everywhere out there. He's rim riding through 3 and 4 right now, trying to get a good run off that corner to pick up that qualifying position.
Heading into the turn, Friesen throwing caution to the wind, heading out of the turn, down the back straightaway they go. Here comes the white flag for Billy Osmond III. 1 lap to go. Heading out of the corner now down the back straightaway on the final lap of heat race number 3. Billy Osmond III with a comfortable lead. He'll bring in the checker.
Victory for the 81. Here is Ryan Krachin, Billy Pouch Jr., and the final qualifying position to the number 25 of Eric Rudolph.
Followed by Friesen, Von Doren, Watt, and Skylar Sheriff. What a battle there for that last qualifying spot. Your heat race winner and a $50 from Flow Racing TV to the 81 of Billy Osmond III. 29, Ryan Krachin second. 96, Billy Pouch Jr. third. And holding on to qualify fourth, the 25 of Eric Rudolph.
And we are not done yet. We still have 2 more qualifiers to go here for the Mighty Modifieds.
Here is your lineup for heat race number 4, pole position. Driving in the Grimm Construction 119, Brian Malcolm. And alongside of him, out of Accord, the United Petroleum 3J, Joe Judge.
In the number 35 car, inside the second row, that is Mike Mahaney, and alongside him, Tom Moore Jr. in the 59.
Third row on the inside, Saturday night's winner in New Egypt, driving the Grasso Homes 32, Brandon Grasso. And outside of him, in the Craig and Leslie Pondish number 6, driving out of Pipersville, Pennsylvania, will be Danny Buck.
Fourth row on the inside, your 7th starting position in the 20 car. That's David Schilling, and alongside him, your defending Big Diamond Speedway modified champion, Mike Goulart, in the 2A, the Conestoga Valley Custom Kitchens car.
Final starting spot, driving out of East Greenbush, New York, in the Borden Construction, Sharp Motors number 97, Bobby Hackle the 4th. That is your starting grid here for heat race number 4. For the Bob Hilbert Sportswear Short Track Super Series, fueled by Sunoco, Hurlock Auto and Speed, North Region Modifieds. Fourth of 5 qualifying heats for the modifieds. Again, 10 laps, 4 qualify, 2 of the redraws. You're right, Dino. These are mini features every time they roll out.
And just remember, wait till you see who's going to be in these Consi races coming up. So, again, well worth it to be here just to watch qualifying. Race fans, a reminder, we're pushing nearly $900 right now in the 50-50. The gals are working their way around the ground, so nearly $900 right now as it stands for the 50-50. Green next time by. Brian Malcolm, Joe Judge, Mike Mahaney, Tom Moore Jr., Brandon Grasso, Danny Bach, David Schilling, Mike Goulart, and Bobby Hackle.
You mentioned Mike Goulart. He's got 2 wins this year at Big Diamond. You said the defending champion. Saturday nights he races this year at New Egypt, current point leader.
Point leader down at the New Egypt Speedway. So Mike Goulart having it going on. And earlier this year he actually got to race down at the Bristol Motor Speedway. And he said that was a thrill of a lifetime for him.
Yes, he also ran at Bubba's Raceway with us in the Sunshine Swing, got a win at Bubba's. Brandon Grasso picking up a win at New Egypt Speedway. He's in a battle there with Mike Goulart for the point title. Here we go.
Field looks very good as they prepare to come out of turn number 4, and we are underway. Joe Judge on the outside, and hold your horses. We're going to go complete restart.
Here we go, complete restart, back to green.
Brian Malcolm wasn't taking anything for chance that time. Mike Mahaney slips into second position down the back straightaway, and Joe Judge right there.
Car losing a wheel over there in the corner.
It's the 97 of Bobby Hackle.
Well, the tire is over here between 3 and 4. The car went all the way around 1 and 2 down the back and stopped at the pit gate. When he finally stopped, it dropped down to the ground.
That was a convenience for the tow vehicle, so he's right there ready to be taken off. So we try to keep the downtime to a minimal. This will be a double file restart with Brian Malcolm, Mike Mahaney, Joe Judge, and in the final qualifying position currently is the 32 of Brandon Grosso.
Bobby Hackle, the fourth, is one of several drivers that decided this year to start following the series. David Schilling is another one of those drivers, so they have been doing, pretty decent. Of course, it's a big challenge when you go to a lot of new racetracks you've never been to before. So it's a tough break for Bobby. He does have a couple of nice finishes already this year.
Thus far, with the number of races that the series has had, you guys have already registered in some 67 different drivers, and that's not bad at all for just a couple of races into the 2021 campaign. Sportsman Modifieds will be coming up after the next heat race. We have one more heat race to go here.
Yeah, Bobby has a 12th and an 11th as his two best finishes so far this year, coming at Accord and at Outlaw Speedways. David Schilling, his best finish was 8th. That came at Pencan.
And Jeff, at the top of the list here, it's amazing. You got that tie between Anthony Perego, Matt Shepard, and right there lurking behind. And that could actually change before tonight is over. But Stuart Friesen, third in the points. Mike Mahaney is fourth in the standings right now, and he is lined up on the outside of this qualifier. So again, very tight in the points battle right now. And heat racing means so much for the guys vying for those high positions.
Yeah, Brian Malcolm from Pencan, Mike Mahaney from Fonda, Joe Judge from Accord. So you got all sorts of different tracks represented. Brandon Grosso, New Egypt, Tom Moore Jr. from Bridgeport. Here they come.
Back underway, one lap is complete. Mahaney making it a challenge down the back chute on the inside of Malcolm.
Little action coming out of the corner. Danny Buck moving up to third, and poor Brandon Grosso gets beat up a little bit, and he drops all the way to the back of the pack.
An amazing side-by-side duel that continues to unfold here for the race lead with Brian Malcolm, Mike Mahaney, and Mahaney out in front.
Third spot is Danny Buck. David Schilling is now in fourth spot, and Mike Guler will find himself in fifth spot. He's one spot away from qualifying.
As they complete the lap, yes, we are looking at that final qualifying position. And Mike Guler, this guy's a hard charger. He works his way up through the pack. It's what we see him do no matter what racetrack he's at. Halfway, and he's looking for that opening now, trying to get underneath that 20 car.
Mike Mahaney continues to lead, but now Danny Buck going after Brian Malcolm. And battle for second spot is now a battle for a redraw spot. Malcolm and Buck down the back straightaway, and Schilling in fourth, getting some pressure from Guler and Joe Judge.
Mike Mahaney clearly setting sail on this one here in the race for second position. Quite heated, as you will. Brian Malcolm just barely holding on to that runner-up position with the 6 car bearing heavily on him. Danny Buck giving him everything he's got right now.
Danny's continuing to put the pressure on Brian Malcolm. Danny Buck out of the corner into Craig and Leslie Pondish. CNS Equipment number 6 car all over the Sharky's Fuels 119 of Brian Malcolm. Just 2 laps to go, and Schilling's getting pressure from Guler.
So 2 distinct, excellent battles going on right now. Oh, and they touch going into turns 1 and 2. Danny Buck on the inside, but he'll pick up the position in the process.
Buck now second, and Malcolm goes back to third. Schilling, then Buck, then Joe Judge. White flag for Mike Mahaney, no doubt about the leader. We got 1 lap to go.
So the top 3 looks like they're in position to make it in. The race for the 4th and final qualifying position continues to be duked out. Schilling with that spot for the time being as the checkered flag waves for the 35 of Mike Mahaney. Danny Bach, Malcolm, and finally David Schilling holding on just barely to get that last qualifying spot.
Followed by Gooler, Judge, Moore, and Grasso. No doubt about the winner, the 35 of Mike Mahaney. Another $50 victory from Flow Racing TV. 6 of Danny Buck gets second. Third, the 119 Brian Malcolm. And fourth, the 20, the thrilling David Schilling. Starting lineup for our fifth and final modified qualifying heat race. Pole position. Driving the Hurlock Auto and Speed. Westmoreland Golf Club number 9S, two-time short track Super Series champion, Superman Matt Shepard. And outside of him, he was a winner Saturday night at Grandview, where he's a 10-time track champion in the Dave Zubikowski Zubies Racing 88Z, the Bullet, Jeff Strunk.
In row number 2 on the inside, the number 14 of Kaylee Demiorier and Jared Umbenauer, the 88C.
Third row inside, the Smith Productions 34 will be Rusty Smith, and alongside driving in the 22, Tanner Van Doren, the RG Hoffman Electric 22.
Alex Tonkin will roll out from 7th. He's in the 37, and alongside him in the 73, that's Casey Plummer. Jeff getting ready for the final qualifier to take the green with Matt Shepard and Jeff Strunk. What a front row we got for this one.
Heat number 5 taking the green. Superman will grab the lead.
No hesitation there as he'll dart down that back straightaway. Strunk in second spot. He's also been to victory lane this year at his Friday night home at Big Diamond.
Umbenauer running in third spot. Demorier's fourth. Then we got Alex Tonkin battling with Tanner Van Doren. A 4-car duel for 2 qualifying spots.
Obviously, Matt Shepard, no matter what racetrack he shows up at, we'll hold the whole phone here. Oh, we've got some wild action going on in 1 and 2. 37 coming up on the short end of that whole deal there. Alex Tonkin.
Alex Tonkin started to get sideways. Kaylee Demorier checked up to not run into him. And then Tanner Van Doren had head of steam coming around the outside, hopped the wheel.
Really had nowhere to go because of the line he was taking going through that corner. All cars are rolling with the exception of the 37 car of Tonkin. And Jeff, we were just kind of mentioning we have the co-point leader out there, Matt Shepard. No matter where this guy shows up, you can anticipate him being out there vying for a win, winning, or being there right at the end. And he's got 1 win, as you mentioned, this year. 3 top 5s, 4 top 10s for Matt Shepard, and he's collected in excess of $10,000 already in prize money from the Short Track Super Series 2021 campaign.
Yeah, Matt Shepard, 3 wins at Land of Legends. He's got an Outlaw win, 4 at Orange County, a Georgetown win, a Penn Can win, Lebanon Valley, Ransomville, and 3 straight at Utica Rome.
So basically what you're saying is he wins more than he doesn't.
Pretty much. Here we go. 4 to qualify out of heat number 5. Back to green. Tanner Van Doren getting by Demorier. He'll take over 4th spot, heading down the back straightaway.
Ooh, a little more slide slamming going through 3 and 4 between the 37 and 14 out there.
Tonkin and DeMaury are going at it along with Casey Plummer. Further up the racetrack, Shepard leading. Strunk is second, and now Jared Ummenauer third, followed by the teenager Tanner Van Doren.
And Ummenauer, I think, is holding on for dear life right now because Van Doren, this kid has just been showing all kinds of talent this year, no matter where he shows up. And I'll tell you, the future of dirt modified racing is in good hands with guys like this.
Absolutely. Tanner Van Doren is in fourth, but the veteran Rusty Smith and Alex Tonkin is right behind as they try to get that last qualifying spot.
And I would not count out Rusty Smith out there, as he is right there. He has his eyes set on these two guys, so close to a qualifying position for the time being.
Matt Shepard cruising right now out in front of the pack. The number 2 man on the all-time win list on the Short Track Super Series, heading down the back straightaway. Strunk is 2, Ummenauer 3, Van Doren is 4th.
And once again, Van Doren really puts it down low in the corners, trying to get those positions. As you can see, he slices, pulls up right as close as he can to Ummenauer. Ummenauer was right up against the wall that time.
Following Ummenauer, Van Doren, now we got Rusty Smith and Alex Tonkin battling for position, and Tonkin clipped one of the Uke tires.
He's broke. The front end on that car is broke. Oh, and the 73 way down low to just sneak by there, Casey Plummer. And Jeff, it appeared that Tonkin was just about making that pass. He and Rusty Smith were going at it, and the left front on that, or the left front on that car did break, and he sits dead in the water now on the back straightaway.
Yeah, that was a tough one for Alex. He was running well, but he clipped the inside Uke tire over there in the corner, folding up the front end, and he'll need the wrecker service. We got a revised finish on heat number 4. 35 Mike Mahaney winning. After some contact there in the middle of the heat race, the 119 Brian Malcolm will be second, and the 6th Andy Buck will be placed back to third. The 20 of David Schilling will be the 4th place finisher. So Mahaney, Malcolm, Buck, and Schilling, the finishing order of the top 4.
And that stemmed from an incident going into turn number 1 where it was a little bit over aggressive, let's just say. So officials taking a close look at that and reversing the finishing order. 2 abreast restart for the Rego here.
Jeff Strunk, we mentioned getting his first win of the season at Grandview Saturday. Also has a big diamond win this season. Jared Ummenauer right behind him. A winner at Grandview this year. All right, we're ready for the restart. Our 5th and final heat for the modified. 6 heats for the 602 Sportsman, Precision Hydraulic and Oil North Region Sportsman. Action coming up next.
Shepard, Strunk. And Matt Shepard once again getting the jump on this deal here. He's really got this car hooked up tonight.
Down the back straightaway, the teenager Tanner Van Doren on the outside. He'll go by Ummenauer. He'll take over third. Can he get a redraw spot?
He's got a qualifying spot. We are on the white flag lap. Top 4 will make it in here. We've got some real guns battling out there as they go down the back straightaway for the final time.
Coming to the checker in heat number 5, the Superman will take the win. Matt Shepard, followed by Jeff Strunk, Tanner Van Doren, and Jared Ummenauer. Then Rusty Smith, Kayla DeMaurier, and Casey Plummer. Heat race number 5, another $50 Flow Racing TV victory for the 9S of Matt Shepard. 88Z Jeff Strunk gets second, 22 Tanner Van Doren third, and the 88C of Jared Ummenauer will qualify in 4th position. 4 cars out of 5 heats, 20 cars are now into tonight's 50-lap battle at Bloomsburg. First of 6 8-lap qualifiers for the Precision Hydraulic and Oil Sportsman. Pole position, driving in the 12T, will be Tyler Pete, the HMR Field Services 12T, alongside driving the 22, Rick Wagner Jr.
Row number 2 on the inside, the number 10, Aaron Weaver, flanked alongside him. That's Peyton Talbot, the 14T.
Third row inside, the Evergreen Fuels 91, Bobby Flood. And outside of him, driving the JBM Truck Repair 27 will be Doug Snyder.
In the fourth row on the inside, the 957 of Randy Fox. And next is the Stacy Jackson, number 22J.
Fifth row inside, 5-time winner at Bridgeport Motorsports Park this year, the Izzy Rigging and Trucking 24, Sam March Jr., and outside of him, the Hicks Motorsports number 1 of Steve Hicks. 10 cars, 8 laps, 3 qualify, and 2 redraw.